Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Mean. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. Now, anyway, this video is kind of going to piggyback off of King of Lightning. He made a video where he was talking about the rise and fall and rise of Luffy. Now, he brought up a couple of topics I wanted to discuss, but this one I'm going to be talking about morals in One Piece. Morals. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, brief history. If you don't know, One Piece was already used to be, what was it? Romance Dawn. Now, Romance Dawn was a manga that Oda had made, and he kind of eventually took things out, added things, blah blah blah. It became One Piece. Now, in Romance Dawn, Luffy is talking to a girl named Silk, which was going to, I guess was supposed to be the first person to join his crew, in that original, introduction of One Piece. Now, they ain't never get to that point, but I would guess that was going to happen. So anyway, he was talking to her, and she says, "You're a pirate? Oh man, I gotta kill you, I gotta murder you," and all that other blah 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 blah. She hates pirates and all the other stuff, or whatever. Now, Luffy says, now this is like the first chapter of One Piece. Well, no, the second. The first chapter of the second chapter of One Piece is no. What is it? It's the introduction. It's sort of like the third chapter, I think, but it's completely different. Matter of fact, they got a different way of Luffy. Shanks losing his arm. Shanks, it was a shark that came after Luffy and stuff like that. But I'm just letting y'all know it's a different version of One Piece that Oda worked on before and it became One Piece. But anyway, he says, I want to be, he said, I'm a pirate, and the girl flips out, like, what's going on, whatever, blah, blah, I gotta kill you, all that stuff. And he says that there's different kinds of pirates. He said there's, I can't remember what the name was for it. Then he said, then you got what's called peace mains. And then he said the difference between them is they're good pirates. They don't go around pillaging and whatnot. They're just basically just sailing on ships, fighting other pirates and stuff like that. And he said that's what he wanted to be. So, all this is set up for the morals in One Piece. Now, what happened was, when Oda made One Piece, he threw all that stuff out the window. And I think that was a great idea, because what happens is, if he would have kept it like that, it would have been like kind of like a black and white type of thing, where you say, okay, these are good pirates, these are bad pirates, these are good marines, these are bad marines. So I like the direction he went. Now, a lot of people, they got a problem, or some people got a problem with morals in One Piece. Oh, these pirates aren't real, or these blah blah blah, these such and such don't act like such and such. I'm giving you the breakdown right now. When he started off, that's the way One Piece would have been. But he switched it, and instead of having like a black and white, these are good pirates and all that kind of stuff, he made a lot of gray area, which I think is cool. Now with Luffy, in terms of his morals, Luffy is more so ambitious, and he wants to get to his goal. Now his mind state and his morals is this: I'm getting to my goal, period. I don't care what I got to do it. Now, that's what he's thinking. And he's thinking that, if I got to kill somebody, dude, that's what I'm going to do. But that's not really him. He's really a good person, but he's ambitious at the same time and wants to do whatever it takes to get to where he's going. So it's kind of like he's in between. He's in that gray area in between. He's not bad, but he's not completely good, because he's down to do almost, anything to get to One Piece and, and protect his friends or whatever. So that's pretty much the morals for Luffy. Zoro is also reinforces that, because he says, I'm going to become #1 swordsman at all costs. He said, if me dealing with you, with Luffy, interferes with that, he'll kill Luffy. Which we see isn't the case, because once we get to Thriller Bark, you see what Zoro did. He did the complete opposite of what he did. A lot of people might have forgot about that. He did the complete opposite of what he said he was going to do. Because Luffy passing out and leaving Zoro to fight Kuma somebody he just couldn't beat, it would interfere in him becoming strongest swordsman. Why? Because he'd be dead before he can get to that point. So he put Luffy above him, which was the reverse of what he used to be. So meaning that his bond with Luffy was strengthened. So that's Zoro's, morale, similar to Luffy. I'm going to get to One Piece. I'm going to become the strongest swordsman no matter what I got to do. But at the same time, they're good at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that's good at heart, they got, a goodness instilled into them, they're only going to take it but so far. You know what I'm saying? That's Luffy more. And also, what Oda is doing is, did you notice, like, in a few chapters here and there, people will ask Luffy, are you good? He said, oh, you're a good person then. And Luffy said, you decide. He's done that on a few occasions. Why? To set up what I'm telling you. He's not completely good because he's down to do whatever to become, Pirate King. But at the same time, he is good, so he's not really down to do it. He's in between. He's in that gray area. And that's what Oda is trying to do. He's setting that up to make it so that everything's not black and white. It's a whole lot of gray area. We can't just look at different pirates and say, oh, this is a good pirate, this is a bad pirate, oh, this is a good marine, this is a bad marine. We got to watch their actions first. That's why I like One Piece. That's another reason why I like One Piece. The way he set up these pirates. You got certain pirates that, just sailing seas, doing whatever, which is Whitebeard. He's a good guy who just happens to be sailing the sea. He likes sailing and whatnot, fighting and whatnot. That's what he does. He likes fighting, he likes sailing, he's like hanging around people, and the best way he could do that was to be a pirate. I'm guessing they probably pillaged, but I'm thinking probably pillaged other pirates because from what we've seen, the only people he pillaged that we've seen was other pirates. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, cause a whole lot of collateral damage with, random people and whatnot. So that's Whitebeard's character. It's not like every pirate is just pure evil and just going around doing random stuff. But we still got that. Law, he likes torturing people and stuff like that. He's killing off civilians, torturing pirates and all kinds. This guy's evil. See what I'm saying? Wait, did I say Law? Kid. I meant Kid. Kid is evil. So that's another pirate. Luffy is similar to like Whitebeard, except Luffy's ambitious. Whitebeard wasn't ambitious. Whitebeard just wanted to sell and all that kind of stuff. Luffy's is like a more ambitious version of Whitebeard. He didn't really want a family at first. But once he got into it and he started developing a bond, and he was like, okay, now I'm really digging this scene. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of started off like, did you see like his backstory? He was hanging out with Sabo and Ace and whatnot. He wasn't friends, but he wasn't really like that kind of family type guy. But it looked like he kind of grew on him as he went along. Okay, another thing is, look at Law. Law's helping other people. He helped Luffy and whatnot. We're not sure whether Law is good or bad. Now, the recent chapters, we're hearing that he's slicing people up. That's the good thing about that. The morals are so complex. It's like each pirate has a different set of standards. It's not like every pirate, like everybody keeps saying, why aren't the pirates going around killing people? We got pirates like that. What was that dude? Big Gun or Big Pistol Pete or something like that? He had a giant pistol. He was just going around just shooting everybody in sight. Kid is going around killing everybody in sight. Who else? Blackbeard is bad, but he ain't going around killing everybody in sight. He would. He ain't got no problem doing it because we seen his doctor was getting ready to kill Luffy. He gave him that bomb or whatever. So he's more, and he's ambitious. He's like the evil side of Luffy. He's leaning towards evil, but he's in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Because we ain't seen him just go around just attacking random people yet. But we did see his crewmates do it, and he ain't got no problem with it. So he seems like the evil version of Luffy. So that's what's his name? Blackbeard. So what I'm trying to say is this. Oda did not want to make a black and white manga. So what he did was he said, I'm going to set these up where every pirate has his own set of beliefs and everything. Everything ain't black and white. So I think the morals and everything in One Piece is good. Look at the Marines. He did the same thing with the Marines, especially with the admirals. You got a whole bunch of different Marines. You got some Marines that are evil. You got Marines that are good. You got Marines that are in between. Now, Aokiji, he represents... What's that? Okay. Aokiji, he's like loose justice. He doesn't want any kind of collateral damage. He doesn't want to hurt, innocent people. He even let some criminals get away. Like, he let Nickel Robin get away. He let the whole Straw Hat crew get away. He let Luffy get away. And when he took out, what's his name, Jaguar D. Saul, he felt Saul in that. So he was like the loose justice where I want to punish the bad, but I don't want any, innocent to get hurt in the mean and in between time. Kizaru, he's in between. When Cinnamaro, I think his name is Cinnamaro, he says, I got these PXs. There's some pirates on some of the Marine ship. He said, should we attack them? Kizaru was like, okay, but keep all casualties at a minimum. So Kizaru's willing to go further and actually eliminate some of his own people, but not willingly, only if it needs to be done. He's like the Malcolm X of One Piece, by any means necessary. If we have to take a couple of our people out, okay, I'll do it, but I prefer not to. And he tries to capture anybody coming after. He tries to capture them. Period. So he's in between. He tries to go for the bad guy, but he doesn't want to hurt the good guys, although he will if it comes down to it. But he tries to keep it at a minimum. Akainu is a completely different story. He will kill any and everybody. And worst part about it, he's the strongest one. See how Oda set that up, those balances? The strongest one is the one that's going around killing people on his own side. And I already knew when they said that Aokiji got into a fight with Akainu, Aokiji wasn't going to be able to beat Akainu. He'd be able to put up a good fight. He ain't going to be able to beat the guy. So that's another, morals going, on the Marine side. Now, also on the Marines, we got people like Helmeppo. We got people like, what's the dude named? Axeham Morgan. Axeham Morgan, people said, somebody was asking, did Luffy ever do something, to help people, blah, 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 blah. This was one of those times when Luffy actually did something to help people out, not to help Nakama. Remember, Luffy, only person Luffy had at the time was Kobe, and he was getting ready to have Zoro join the crew. He got mad because Axeham Morgan was, using his authority as a Marine to basically almost enslave an island. And Luffy found out the type of things he was doing to some of the people, and he just wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So that's another set of morals for Luffy. And also, that's another thing for Marines. Marines are not just clear-cut good, although a majority of them. The pirates aren't just clear-cut bad, although a majority of them are. Who's another example? Helmeppo. See how he was, he was going around using his dad's authority to, throw people around, throwing his weight around and whatnot. And eventually he became a good guy on the side of Marines. So I think Oda's set up for these morals in One Piece of how the characters interact and whatnot is good. It's good. It's good. I mean, look at it. You see, I just told you. Now, another thing about Luffy. Now, people want to say the Straw Hats aren't pirates because they don't steal. They've done it. And what you call them, King of Lightning did not bring this one up, which is the most important part about whether Luffy actually did anything that was wrong. Now, King of Lightning brought up stuff that was, stuff that was indirect, but was wrong on his ass, but it was indirect. Luffy stole on Skypiea. Point blank, plain and simple. The Straw Hats they seen all this gold, and Luffy said, "Let's take it." And Usopp and I said Usopp, the Straw Hats looked and they said, "Hold on." They're like, what? They're like, "That's stealing. That's stealing." And Luffy said, "Man, we pirates, man. Let's do this." And they grabbed the treasure, started running towards the ship, laughing and whatnot. They stole. They're pirates then. At that point in time, they are officially pirates because they pillaging. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was morally wrong. Point blank, plain and simple. And he did it. Because he wants to be a pirate or whatnot. He said, "Man, we pirates. I'll take it." You know what I'm saying? So, Luffy's down to steal. So, that's right there is something that's immoral that he's done. That, without a doubt. Period. He just said, "Let's steal it." And everybody was like, and that's another reason why morals is like in the gray area. Because the other Straw Hats like, should we do this? So the Straw Hats are good people all in all. But they want to play the pirate life. So that's a good thing. So anyway, that's pretty much it with the morals in One Piece. And how Oda is setting up the morals. He's let each individual and each faction in One Piece have their own way to convey their morality, and also they each have their own characterization. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Rate the video and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.